huge.
Hello, buddy. How you doing?
You guys can follow me.
Go ahead. Hope you guys enjoy the view.
Thank you for your service. Oh, this is beautiful. Hello. 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 Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Hello.
Up here, and I have aviation stringer with me, so we'll be showing you guys around. In the case of any emergency, we'll evacuate everybody through the front where we came through. Let's have some fun today. We're gonna get a little bit of more workout because we have to go up another ramp. So I hope you guys are ready. Please follow me.
This is the flight deck here. This is an amazing machine. Wow. This is him. How are you? How are you guys? Oh yes, I would love it. Oh. This is awesome. Oh wow, you guys are here. How you guys doing?
Welcome aboard.
Oh, thank you. Wow, this is awesome.
Okay, so walk me through this exercise. Well, I come in here and I have me a seat. And where am I going? What did I do?
The lap belt and then the shoulder.
Lap belt, right?
So the shoulder one straps in.
So you got this one back here.
Oh, I go
This
here.
one right here.
All right.
How are you?
And that one goes.
Good. Where'd you guys get those?
And then you put them back.
Up front.
Nice.
They're really nice, yeah.
There they are.
Yeah. And the bag, she got an awesome bag.
You got a Navy bag?
Yeah, look at that bag. It's
Oh,
awesome.
Coast Guard. It's still
Yeah.
cool.
Ah, Coast Guard. Wow, this is awesome.
So we're assault support, so we do troop transport, cargo, supplies. We can bring cargo internally or pick it up externally with some cargo hooks that dangle from the belly, up to 36,000 pounds. We do some, I don't jump, but I do push people out the back. They like to jump out, they're crazy. I don't need to stay on solid footing.
Do you guys jump off of this?
No, I stay on.
Oh, you stay on. Oh,
I tell
okay.
people to get off.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're the boss.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah, kind of.
That's the pilots.
Oh, the pilots are over there? Oh.
I stay in the back.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow, just to give you guys a perspective of how high this ship is. The water's over there. I don't know how many feet above we are above the water, but it's freaking high. We're on the deck of the ship. Gonna give you a little spin here. Beware of jet blast and rotors. Bull Benini Field. These are the aircrafts on the deck. It's freaking huge here, man. These machines are crazy. Look at the engine. It's crazy. Oh, this is CH-53 Super Stallion. That's the one we just saw. Look at this one. Wow. Look at this other Marines VMM 162, or is it I-62? Wow, this is a nice aircraft.
Thank you. It's really fun to fly on.
Oh, you're on it, yeah? Wow. Do people jump off of it?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Is it smaller? Yeah, it's smaller than the other one, so it's probably easier to maneuver.
Yep. It's a lot faster and can go a lot farther.
Oh.
Can't pick up as much.
Oh, okay, cool. It has every aircraft has its purposes.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. Can we go inside?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And these are cameras?
No, these are missile radars.
Oh, missile radars. Oh, wow. Wow. This is awesome. All right, let's go inside. These are where the pilots go. They got sunroofs too. They can see the aliens. All these windows are to see the aliens. Look at all these buttons. Wow.
You good?
Yeah.
You go take a picture.
Wow. That is some firepower there. Was that for July the 4th?
Fireworks?
Yeah.
I'll take a picture for you if you like.
This is AH-1Z. That's the one we're looking at now. Wow. This thing reminds me of Star Wars. These this fire here. Wow, look at that. That's awesome.
Good thing again, right?
Pleasure. Yeah. I had to make sure you guys didn't think I was a liar.
Look at the inside.
It'll get boring with her on the plane.
Yeah.
I'm very
Last one?
very entertaining.
Wow. How many people fit in here?
Just two.
Just two?
Just two.
Wow.
That's right.
Man, that's some firepower there.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Wow, that's a good time. Do you feel it while you're inside the cockpit? Do
You can.
You
Yeah,
can?
you feel it a little bit, but you really hear it. It just comes out and you're like, yeah, that's good.
Adrenaline rush, right? Wow. And if anything, if an emergency happens, you have that button that you guys can fly
No,
off?
we don't eject.
Oh, you don't eject? Okay, cool, cool.
The canopy will blow out, but we can't. Yeah, we can't pop out.
Oh, okay, cool. But it has it's emergency.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big blender up top, so we're not gonna shoot out the top.
That's true. Yeah. That'll defeat the purpose. How about going under? Shoo. Nah. No.
Up is the only way.
Up
out.
is the only way. Wow, it's beautiful. The machinery. But you take these out a lot? Like for test runs and stuff?
Yeah, we fly 4 days a week.
Oh, 4 days a week? Oh, wow. Where do you fly off of the ship?
We are based out of North Carolina.
North Carolina? Oh, okay, cool. So you brought the aircraft for the show?
Yeah, so we left out of North Carolina, landed on the boat there, and then sailed down with them.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. And how do you guys like eat? And
Downstairs.
Downstairs?
Yep.
There's a cook?
We embrace the Navy lifestyle on the ship. So
awesome.
we eat downstairs. We eat with the sailors.
Awesome.
It's a one-team game on the boat.
Oh, because you guys are not where are you guys?
We're Marine.
Marine. Oh, Marine. Okay, cool. Awesome. I noticed that the Navy, the Marines, the Coast Guard, you all guys respect each other. You know.
Yeah, we're all one and the same.
Awesome.
Same mission.
Same mission. Yeah. You just have your different specialties.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for your service.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Look at this other machine here. Wow, look at this aircraft. Marine HMLA I-67. This thing is beautiful. Wow. Oh, wow. I think this is what they call a gunner or a gunner machine. Wow.
So, and then, like I said, they're the real, as far as the
Let me see inside a little bit.
Like, they're the ones that are able to, like, actually put weapons on pretty quickly. Our unguided rockets, we both shoot guided and, laser guided and then unguided rockets. The unguided rockets is just kind of like tucky windage up here in the front, just point the thing at the thing and pull the trigger and hope. With laser guided rockets, we have a designator and a sensor.
Let's hear what he's saying.
There. We can use to get electrical, optical, and then both infrared. Make an image, I think, like drone footage you might have seen like on the news or whatever, kind of the same thing, and then we can use that to shoot both our unguided rockets and then also lays for Hellfire off of the Cobra. Also, we can laser for laser guided bombs, that kind of thing off of other aircraft. So we kind of bring like a mixed package of like everything to the fight. You might have any questions?
I have a ton.
Yeah, go for it. No questions stupid.
Okay, so the pilot of this aircraft, is he cross-trained for that one as well,
So
or you specialize in this one?
I've got about 15 hours in that one. I specialize in this one. I'm
Okay.
I'm a rated aircraft commander
So you can do both.
in this, but I'm a section lead, which means I can also like
If you had to.
I can drag him along, right? So yeah.
So how many years does that take for you to be able to do that?
So I started flight school. I commissioned in 2017. I started flight school in April of 2018. So from 2018 until June of 2020 is how long it took me to get through flight school to like come to the Huey, and then we started the flight school for the Huey school. From then I got aircraft commander last spring.
Okay.
And then section lead not long after. Now I'm an instructor, so it just kind of just depends. It's been years, but and we're constantly working on. Another thing I tell people too is that we do most of our training. We try to do a majority of our training at night. American systems, like people say Marines in the night. It's kind of corny, but whatever. But we American systems, as far as night fighting with both the sensor and then the goggles that we use, are very good. They're world-class systems. And then we also train very, very heavily at night. Any like big check ride you're gonna go do, like your aircraft commander check, section leads, and flight leadership walls and things like that, they're always done at night to check to make sure everybody's got the proficiency they need in order to go facilitate training at night and then also fighting at night. Night is dark and full of terrors, and we try and beat the terror that's in the night. So if you've ever seen a helicopter with no lights on at night or heard it, you're not gonna be able to see it. So it's pretty terrifying. So and then all of a sudden everything's just blowing up. So any other questions? Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome.
This is the aircraft.
Thank y'all for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Can we walk around and see the 50?
There is no gun. We didn't bring guns. So.
Everybody's in the
right, so please gather around here. It can be quite loud up here with all the air moving around, so that we can hear our tour guide here.
Okay, let's kick this off. Good evening, everybody. Like I said, my name is Ensign McKenna Dunn. You can just call me McKenna if you need anything. I've been on board for about a year and a half now. I'm the communications officer. I deal with all of the crypto. Welcome aboard USS Normandy, Vanguard of Victory. I'm super excited to be giving you all a tour today. Over here, I have ISC Bender helping me out, Chief Bender. So if you guys have any questions, please just let us know. So to kick it off, we're going to start talking about this little 5-inch down here, our Mark 45 lightweight gun. These guns will shoot 70-pound projectiles up to 13 nautical miles or 15 regular miles. It's principally designed to be used against other surface ships, low-altitude aircraft, and for conducting shore bombardments during amphibious operations. This gun can fire a fast 20 rounds per minute, and it is operated by a 6-man crew. So we use this a lot mainly for any surface-related things, so just like other ships, small crafts, things like that. And then moving down to that bottom corner, they're not currently out, but we have our Harpoon. These are RMG-84 Harpoon missile launchers, and over-the-horizon anti-ship cruise missile. This missile is sea skimming, meaning that it hovers only a few meters above the ocean while in its terminal phase to avoid being detected by radar. So that means it rides just above the water, so it's harder to detect the radar from other people. It's also waypoint capable, which allows it to change direction mid-flight in accordance with previously designed flight path. This missile has been in service since 1977, and even though it's a modern weapon system, it's fielded on modern ships due to its battle effectiveness. And then moving to right here, our vertical launch system. Almost the entirety of the system is beneath your feet, but the Mark 41 vertical launch system houses all of our missiles. We also call it VLS. When the order is given, a singular hatch will open where the missile flies out vertically, known as a boost phase. This missile will expend a massive amount of energy to fly out and eventually turn midair to travel along its flight path. Once it achieves the correct path and speed, the booster will follow up the missile to allow the missile to continue on its programmed path. Once it is near the target, it will transition to its terminal phase, and then it'll hit its target right after that. Do you guys have any questions about these weapon systems so far?
Not really.
Okay. Moving up here for these two. These are our 25 mics. These two guns are Mark 38 25mm chain guns. These provide short-range capabilities in defending from small FAC-FIAC, which is fast attack or fast inshore attack craft. These guns can either be manually operated at the gun itself or remotely in the pilot house on the bridge, which is up forward. These are used in conjunction with other mounted guns to include our 50 cal gun mounts both forward and aft, along with the two Mike 240s, machine-mounted midships. Those are more up forward as well. We have two of these up forward as long as aft. And then, unlike its more bulky, powerful cousin, the 5-inch gun located forward and aft, these can be found on every ship in the Navy for self-defense. So the cool thing about cruisers is we have two 5 inches. So those big guns, we have one forward and we have one aft, whereas most ships just have one forward for like the destroyers and such. Do we have any questions for down here?
We'll get another chance to be in the 5-inch gun up forward. So
yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move up to the flight deck. Welcome to our flight deck. This is the flight deck itself. We call it Finger Bay. That is where we can store 2 of our helos. They land here and then we can store them in there. So Normandy is a guided missile cruiser capable of sustaining operations for months at a time in any theater. We wouldn't, however, be nearly as tactically proficient and ready for fight without a helo detachment, which compromises of 2 MH-60 Romeo Seahawk helicopters. So those are the 2 that I was saying we keep with us. So all of deployment, we had 2 with us the entire time to conduct flight operations. Not only can we land and refuel birds, another name for these helicopters, we can also store 2 of them on board for the duration of an entire deployment or longer. These helicopters have 2 primary missions, ASW, or anti-submarine warfare, and ASUW, or anti-surface warfare. For the former ASW, they can drop sonar buoys, utilize their onboard active sonar or display for torpedoes. For the latter, ASUW, the helicopter will build a contact picture well beyond the horizon and if need be engage smaller boats that pose a threat to ourselves or the strike group. Often they will investigate other ships, inform us of any unusual activities they see, and to generally be our eyes as they can travel farther than we can see on the bridge with their binoculars. So, like when we were on deployment, we had helos up in the air all the time. We had over 800 hours of flight operations. So they would go beyond the horizon to where we couldn't see the contacts, and they would report that to us and contact us through communications to let us know what was going on beyond what we could see. Do you have any questions about flight deck, helo operations? It depends on the day. They can go pretty far. Just depends on their fuel state. But they've gone hundreds of miles.
What are these lines for? Like
So these lines help the helos know where they are in the air. So they line up behind the ship before they land, and then when they come up, they hover over, and based on where they are in this circle, they can tell where to land. So they're actually so long that their back wheel actually hits right before that back deck. So these lines and circles are to help them do that safely. Any more questions? Okay, we'll move on to the boat deck.
Alright folks, so we're gonna go through the
Thank you. Barbecues over here. That's why you smoke the ribs. There's salt on here. Look. Salt from the salt water. Make some margaritas.
Be very careful. These are probably the trickiest stairs that are on this tour route. Please take your time.
How old are these boats?
This boat's over 3 years old.
30 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. These two cruisers are some of the last ones left.
Oh.
So
they're built to last.
yeah, you get your use out of them. It's just whether or not the money keeps flowing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right. Yeah, this will be your much better view of the 5-inch up here.
Wow. What is this called? I forget again.
That's the Mark 42 vertical launch system.
Oh. And these have missiles that they open up, each one of these?
That is correct.
Wow. So you can launch all of them at the same time, or it depends.
Depends.
Yeah. This is the 5-inch?
That's the 5-inch. So
Wow.
we have the one downstairs is dressed up a little bit with the flags and everything, so you get a much nicer view of it here.
Looks a lot bigger than 5 inches.
Well, that's the width of that's the diameter of the actual bore.
Oh, okay.
5 inches across. So I
Oh.
think the old battleships had 16-inch guns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. This thing is huge.
So,
And that goes down into the ship?
yeah. All right. Ma'am, have you given your talk yet?
I am not.
Okay.
So this is proposal. This is forward of inch. Up here we'll be talking about the anchors, which are right here. So we have 2 anchors on board. One is the centerline anchor, which is this one, and then this is our starboard anchor. This is also kind of unique to us because most destroyers only have one as well. So we practice anchoring in case of emergency, or if a foreign port that we visit is too shallow for us to pull in, we have to anchor outside. Once the anchor is outside of port, we will have Liberty boats transfer our sailors from the ship to shore so they can enjoy time ashore. So that's another use for our ribs. So if it is way too shallow for us to actually pull into a port, we'll anchor out to sea, and then we'll load everybody up on the ribs, and we have to go back and forth. In order to anchor, we need to know the depth of the water and how much chain to deploy. We also need to know the bottom type of the ocean floor when we are anchoring. Firm sand and mud is the best to anchor, while rocks are the worst. This is because the flukes of the anchor we need them to dig to the bottom of the floor, so they just start dragging the chain around, because otherwise we'll just be floating and drifting and moving, and that's not what we want. Once at anchor, we stand up in anchor watch that will report at specified time intervals to the officer on the bridge, which way the anchor is tending and how much strain is on that anchor chain. And the quartermaster will also plot our time fixes for the movement of that. So they literally stand like over the side. They're like hanging over the side to see what way the anchor is going, so we can tell which way we're moving to see if we need to fix it. So what it meant by the flukes on the anchor, they're literally the parts that stick up that we need to grab onto the bottom of the floor of the ocean so that we don't move. These evolutions are very dangerous. They are very important. We have a lot of safeties in place. Everyone has a helmet, everyone has a buddy. When the anchor chain is moving, we have one person up there to make sure that nothing goes wrong, and everybody else has to stay back here. It's super dangerous, but it's a very cool evolution to watch. Do you guys have any questions about anchoring? So, normally about 60 to 90 feet is what we'll pay out. We don't like to go much deeper than that, but we can. The anchor chain is only so long, so it actually gives us indications when it pays out, so we have color-coded stuff. So the second you see that red payout, you don't want to go anymore. Then you want to run for this. They are now laid out.
Are these the size of the bullets that go in there?
Oh,
Yeah, wow. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.